If you're here on my page, it's probably because you struggle with drinking or you've already quit drinking and you're looking for some more sober motivation. So, either way, cool. Nice to meet you. My name is Sober Together. I am 42 years old. I'm a mom of two, and I am a brand manager for a beauty company. And I just have to say, I fucking love being sober. It's been over a year and a half. How long has it been for you? Drop your sober dates below. I am on a solo trip right now to Winnipeg, Manitoba. First time here. Uh, I don't know. The jury's out. Like before, when I was traveling, I would have just immediately tried to find a bar and sat there and had. Usually, my thing was two dirty martinis with blue cheese stuffed olives, and then I would get into the wine. And then I would, have to get up early the next day and do all my work stuff all day long, hungover and super dehydrated with a cloudy head. Now I'm sober, so I will probably go for a river walk, and I will probably go eat some steak and read my book, scroll TikTok, and wake up rested. Honestly, the difference is crazy because I can tell you that when I was by myself, I was not usually a solo drinker. Are you a solo drinker? If you are, I feel you. Like so many people are. My dad was a big time solo drinker. A lot of my friends are solo drinkers. I even have a close friend who would go and sit by herself at a bar all the time and just get drunk by herself at a bar. I was a compulsively social drinker, so I would just schedule time with people 24/7 every day so that I could drink. Rarely I would drink by myself, a couple glasses of wine, but traveling for myself for business was always my time to solo drink. I don't know why, man. It just hit different. Like the second I would get to a different city, I'd be like, I am finding a cool spot to sit there and just drink. Fuck. And then I would drunk dial people like crazy throughout the night. This was really a thing. Like I guess I just didn't know how to sit with myself. I didn't know that it was an option to just not drink. I thought, woohoo, time away from the kids, time away from the husband. You know, before kids, it was just time away. And it was like, let's fucking go because this is my time alone. So it's got to be spent drinking, right? Yeah, they don't teach you that there's actually other options for that. You can do anything else in the world that you want besides drink. And I see a lot of people, on social media, they go on these trips with their friends and it's like, oh my God, I'm living it up. I'm on vacation. And then it's just like boozing all day long. This was me for 2.5 decades. If I was posting on the gram or I was, with friends, it was like I was partying and proving to everyone how in control I was, how much fun I was having, how trashed I was getting, and how I was getting up the next day and looking good and being just fine. Well, are you just fine? Or do you feel like shit all the time? No one talks about how hard it is to be a functional drinker and to keep that shit going year after year after year while being high performing at your job, while being fit, while doing your workout classes, while having a hot girl summer, while getting enough protein, while mentally keeping yourself in check, while being emotionally healthy, while being present for your kids. Like, you can't win at everything, honey. So which one is going to go from the list? Like, I tried so hard to keep alcohol at the top of the list for years and years, and I became exhausted. And eventually the alcohol had to go because it was like everything else was going. It was like my physical fitness was going, my mental health was going, my anxiety was way up. I was way heavier, 20 pounds heavier. I was prioritizing alcohol and relationship based around alcohol over so many other things, including time with my kids, including time to myself, including time at the gym, with everything, right? Like, it sucked. Do I still struggle with all sorts of different addictive patterns? Of course, I'm an addict. That's how we roll. That's how our brains are wired. But since removing the alcohol, it is a million times easier to have a functional life. And you feel so good every day when you wake up, even from a crappy sleep, because the sober person's hungover is just tired. Tired we can handle. You can take a fucking nap. Tired we can handle. It's hungover, dysfunctional, repeating the cycle day after day, year after year, proving to yourself and to other people how much fun you're having when you're really not having fun anymore. And if you're not having fun with alcohol and drugs, what's the goddamn point? Isn't the whole point of alcohol and drugs to have fun? Well, it stops being fun. It does. No one talks about how it's not fun anymore. If you're on this page looking for sober content, you're not having fun anymore. If you're on this page because you're a struggling alcoholic, you're not having fun anymore. So good for you for just addressing that in the first point, because that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to stay drunk and having fun. Fuck, it feels so good to admit that it's no longer fun. I love it. I love admitting drinking no longer was fun for me. Because it's just like, okay, let's just remove it then. Check that off your to-do list every day. Check off the alcohol from the to-do list. And then you've just got a list of things you enjoy doing, or even that you have to do, but are bearable because you're not hungover. Sound off below if this message hits home for you, and list to me your sober date if you have one.